Hi.
Hello. Good morning.
Happy
Monday.
Or if you're listening on Tuesday, happy Tuesday.
Or Wednesday. Happy Wednesday.
No, not the Wednesday people.
Weird. Wednesday people listen at like 4 p.m.
Yeah. Yeah. They're probably like, they love midweek.
Yeah. Hump day.
Yes. They have a hump day like sign on their desk at work.
100%. And like they got off early and they're at like Panera Bread right now.
Yeah.
Watching it on their phone. Sideways phone. Leaned up against their
Wait, did you see
lemonade
on our friend Leah's story the other day how she went to Panera and someone had set up a whole like work from home like a full desktop setup
at Panera. That's
Panera.
Wild.
And one of the pictures that she got of him, he was staring at the camera.
Her stories are so fucking good.
They are. She always like runs into the craziest shit.
She's one of those people where like her close friends, she takes advantage of that feature on Instagram. I don't, and I wish I did. I have so much good, like, juicy shit I could be posting. I don't know. I just don't. But she and our other, like, a few of our other friends in that group, like, they fire off close friends. And I'm like, damn, this is, like, I'm honored to be on your close friends.
Me too. And I always think, like, thank God this isn't on her normal story.
No. And she's saying the same thing. Because some of that shit, I'm like.
Like, you're, like. You trust us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Really trust us. And like, we know her, but like, we could be anybody. Like, we could really screenshot some shit and fuck this up. Never would. But the trust she has in everybody else who's also on that list that we don't know. Like,
right.
Wow. But it's a movie. It's so good. It's so funny. I went to Phil's Coffee when I was home in the Bay.
Oh, I miss Phil's so much. I miss their cups. I miss their ice.
Yes. It was.
Did you get the rose drink?
No, but I got that for Tanner. He had never had it. And he's like, get me something. And I was going to do the mint mojito, but I don't think he would have liked it. So I got the rose and he loved it. Tino had it for his first time too. And he really liked it.
Wait, did you go and where is one?
Walnut Creek.
Oh.
Because I was going over the bridge to go pick up my laptop from Monica's. And on my way back, I wanted it. And I was like, I can't just get it for me, not get it for the whole house. So I offered and got it for everybody. But when I walked in, same thing. I saw a guy with 2 monitors, like took up all the 4 outlets around him, like you said, full work from home setup. I'm like, damn, I'm surprised they're not kicking him out for this.
Right.
But like, I guess do your thing.
Hopefully he got a drink at least.
Yeah. Can I get a water?
Oh my god,
that's really funny. Oh shit, I just realized I have my pimple patches on. If you're on visual, don't laugh at me.
Oh, I thought you like did that because it's like a cute pimple patch.
No, I forgot I had them on. I will say though, so these are the Starface pimple patches. You see them everywhere. Like people in Love Island always wear them. I noticed that.
Yep.
Great product placement. But I always thought these were just like gimmicky pimple patches.
Yeah, like to look cute.
To look cute, right? No, they're so good.
Really?
Like the formula, like it actually kills your pimples. I woke up with this pimple today, which I rarely wake up with pimples. I usually get them like middle of the day under makeup and shit. This one, it hurts though. I don't know what it is.
And forehead is really weird for you.
Right. I think it's just like stress. I don't know. Could be.
Something.
But it popped up today. I put this on. I'm going to take it off tonight and just the pimple's going to be gone.
Yeah.
They're so good. And they have different ones. Like,
yeah, your skin looks good otherwise.
Thank you. They have like hydro ones. They have, these ones are the tea tree oil ones. They have like a salicylic acid one. They have different ones.
Whoa.
And they're different colors. And then, I'll show you it later, but you can buy this little, no, I have to show you it.
Okay,
no, I'll show you it later. Okay, I'll show you it now. It's this case, and you obviously just buy it one time, and then you buy refills for it. Look at,
oh my god,
and open it up. It's like this is not sponsored, by the way. I wish it was. Oh my god, Starface, come on, isn't that cute? And then so that one's, I already opened that sheet. You can see there's like only a few, but underneath it, those are more sheets of them.
And you can just buy refills, you said.
Yep.
Of like the different kinds.
Yep.
Love this.
And a lot can fit in here. Yeah, it's a little compact if you're on audio. It's a compact and it looks like a Lego head.
I'm going to get myself some.
They're so cute.
Use pimple patches unless it's like dire.
Yeah, the pimple patch for me, it's not even like I'm necessarily like, oh, I can't have a pimple right now. I need to cover it. I put the patch on so I don't pick at it.
Yeah.
Because if I don't have the patch on, I'm going to be touching it. Because I touch the patch a lot.
Yeah, and you feel it.
Right. I'm like, ooh, star. But it's protecting me from actually getting like my shit into the pimple.
Yep.
So the bare minimum. It just allows me to, or it helps me not pick at my face. But why not put something on that's also
gonna
giving medicine?
Help it. Yeah.
Right.
Cute.
Yeah, they're really cute. I love this. I actually stole it from my sister.
Do they have other stuff, or is it just like a sticker company?
I don't know.
Pimple patch company.
I don't know.
Because you know how like Zit Sticka.
Mm-hmm. I don't like theirs.
Only ever have like seen the pimple patches until you brought up that they had the other stuff,
their sunscreen.
And don't they have like like a full like other line of
like skincare? Like they have like lotions and body washes and all and this.
They only ever push their stickers,
and it's in the name.
It's weird.
Mm-hmm. Their pimple patches, though, whatever's in them, it's a little too strong for my skin. And I don't like the packaging that it comes in. You get like a sheet of, I want to say, and I'm being generous here, maybe 8 tops. So the sheet is in a like a tear pouch. The tear pouch is in a little Ziploc pouch. And then the Ziploc pouch is in a box.
One too many.
It's like one of those like Russian dolls where you have to like keep unpacking them. It's the packaging is just idiotic. It's so fucking wasteful. Like, pardon my French, but it's fucking wasteful.
Oh my God.
So I don't fuck with that. But God, I can't let their sunscreen go.
I still need to try it.
So good. It's like dewy and thin. There's no white cast, and it like has skincare in it. It's sunscreen. All their products are for acne prone skin. So even their body wash, like if you get breakouts on your back or your shoulders, like I do, it helps clear that up a lot. And their skin stuff's good. They need to like maybe push that more.
Yeah.
And then reconfigure the sticker situation, because it's not it.
They really shot themselves in the foot with naming their company Zit Sticka.
Like, call it like Zit
anything else
stuff.
Zit stuff.
I kind of like that. Zit stuff. And just like a line of acne products.
Yeah.
Right?
Acne stuff.
I don't like the word zit though. I don't think I've ever said like, oh, I
got a zit. I got a zit on my
I got a zit on my back. I actually do have one. It's really painful.
Ooh.
Do you want to look at it? Don't get it now because I'm not ready. But
this?
Yeah. Or is it done?
No, it's gone.
Ow, it still hurts though.
I bet you Tanner got it while you were sleeping.
Probably with his teeth.
Ew.
Oh my God, he had some crazy ones on his back.
I'm sure he does.
But he does. I'm surprised. He doesn't usually have any breakouts, period. He had like a few on his back. I was like, are you okay? I think it's because it's like hot out and I don't think he's showering directly off the gym.
Oh.
Yeah.
I only said that because he just looks like a sweaty sleeper.
He's a hot sleeper for sure.
Yeah. The way he wakes up. He looks like, he looks like he was sweating through the night.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He is a hot sleeper. Like he'll go to bed with the covers on, he wakes up and they're off. And he often, I would wake up to his knees being up. Like he lays on his back and his like knees are like up.
No.
Like how mine are, like feet planted.
Super weird.
Knees up. Yeah. I don't know. Should talk to him about it.
He's super weird.
He is weird, but it's so weird not waking up next to him.
No.
The first morning, so yesterday morning that I was back, I woke up and I was like kind of half awake, and this would always happen to me at sleepovers when I was a kid. I would wake up and be like, where am I? And you like kind of forget where you're at.
You have to like recalibrate.
I did that and I reached for him.
Oh.
Because I still like in his bed, I still slept on the right side, which I do in my personal bed. So I was on the right side and I rolled over to the left and nobody was there. And then I fully woke up and I literally like I frowned. I was just like,
You should get like
a buddy pillow.
Yeah.
A cutout, cardboard cutout.
No, but like, I don't know. Is this weird that I would do this? Fuck it. Get like a pillow. It doesn't have to be like a body pillow because it's his size. Like he is a size.
He's a body pillow.
Get a pillow and spray it with his cologne.
Yeah.
And
like
like
kind of weird.
I don't think that's weird. Fuck it. You guys are a long distance couple.
Yeah.
I don't think that's weird. They also have those light things.
I know. I want to get something like that for
when
us.
You're thinking about each other.
They have bracelets too.
Yeah.
I was actually looking.
It would just constantly be the color though.
No, right? Like, it would just like always be fired off.
Right.
But I
don't think that's weird. Do it.
Also, I do have some of his cologne left. So
you sleep on one side of the bed?
Yeah, dude. I can't break it. Sometimes I'll like go I'll veer a little to the middle, but like
I'm dead center.
I'm telling you,
sprawled.
I think it's because but so did you. I don't. Maybe it's obviously a me thing. Sleeping in living with a man for 5 years, I slept on that side, and trust me, out of like spite, I've tried to be like, I'm sleeping on the left now, or I'm sleeping in the middle.
Yeah.
I had back in North Hollywood, I had a California king bed, and I still
By
was
yourself.
Like over to the side.
That's so
I'm like accustomed to it now. I don't know why.
Huh. Is it like a safety thing maybe?
Maybe. I don't even think about it.
You should get a twin.
I mean, that's all I need.
You should get a twin bed.
But the thing is, I hate twin beds. Like, I know I don't take up a lot of space in my I have a king bed now. No, I think
you have a queen.
A king. A queen?
Right now?
I thought I had a king.
It's a queen.
Okay, my queen bed. I know I don't take up a lot of space, but like if we're at like an Airbnb and I see a room with a twin, I'm like, that is no, that is not enough space for me. Like, I don't know. I think I need the space, but I'm not gonna take it up. I just want it there so that I can like.
It's a good like sitting
have
bed
options
too.
Yeah, right.
Like you sit on your bed during the day.
Right, my bed is like my
couch.
My couch
in your
room.
room.
Always sitting on my bed.
Oh my god, I'm fully sprawled, center of the bed. Both pillows. I don't usually like use one pillow. I sleep on my bed. Like,
what do you mean?
My head.
Oh, me too.
On my
me too.
bed.
My pillows are just.
They're surrounding.
Decor at this point.
Yes,
like,
they're just like, and I have so many.
I have so many too.
6 full-size pillows.
Oh yeah, see, I only have 4, but still, like, I know what you mean. Like I move down in the bed.
Me too.
My feet
hang off,
but I like it.
Me
like
too.
I want them to hang off.
Yeah, it's like cooling.
Right, and then I lay like on the actual mattress. Same.
Yeah,
and then I go like this.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. And then I have the pillows on, but I'm like center.
It's so bad for our necks.
Yeah, I'm sure. Is it?
Yeah, 100%. This or this? Yeah, like you should be like.
Yeah, you should be straight.
I sleep on my back, so like I'm good at that because I know like that's a thing. But I'm still like this with my head turned one way.
Yeah.
So it's like what you're doing, but I'm doing it reverse.
Yeah. I'm face down.
I'll fall asleep face down, but I wake up like
fully.
Like there. Yeah. Like, oh my god. Oh, feels good. Doing that motion even, I got hella tired.
I could go to bed.
I'm tired. I'm super jet lagged, you guys.
Yeah.
It's like.
Do you feel like it's morning time? It's noon here right now as we're recording this. You feel like it's 9 a.m.?
Yep. It feels like I feel like I'm now kind of like even my eyes were super puffy up until I feel like they're still a little puffy, but like up until now. But I've been up since 9:45 East Coast time, which what is that? 6:45. But I woke up naturally. So am I back adjusted? I don't know.
I think your sleep is just off
in
general.
Just off. Everything is just off about me.
I went out last night, and every time I go out, I wake up at the crack of fucking dawn.
Mm-hmm.
So me and him both woke up at like 5 a.m. Did you hear we came out here? Came out here and like laid out here, and we were like, okay, let's not be crazy. And we went back to bed for like until like 9:30.
Yeah, because it feels like a good idea in that moment, but then it just makes your hangover hella worse.
Oh my god.
Because you're just fatigued.
And I felt it at 5 a.m.
Yep. Because that's what I wake up super early after drinking too, and that first time you open your eyes, that's your body scan. You're like, am I gonna be miserable?
Now I'm self-aware.
Yeah. Like, where am I at right now? And then
I just give myself 4 more hours of this knowledge that I'm hungover.
Exactly. Like, now this is gonna be in my subconscious while I'm trying to sleep again. I feel that though.
Struggling a little bit, but we're getting there. I'm feeling a little alive.
Where did you guys go?
We went a few places.
You hit me about Finelli.
Yeah, we went to Finelli's. It's this like cute little, I don't even want to say diner. It's a restaurant. Yeah. But like cool outdoor seating. We went there for food. And then we went to this place called Botanical, the Botanica. I don't know. They call it, all of his work goes there after work. Okay. And they call it the office.
Oh, that's cute.
So I just like know it as the office because he calls it the office.
Yeah.
And then we went and played pool at Bleecker Street. There's like a couple of pool tables. We were there for a few hours, and we went back to the office, and then we came home. We were home at like 11.
Yeah,
you were still up
early. Yeah, I didn't expect that at all. I had Harry Potter like blasting in here.
Yeah.
I was taking a bath in my room, but like I just wanted noise out here. You know, I wanted to like
totally get it
because I was reading too. So like I want like background noise. Yeah,
you could like hear things while you read. I need complete silence. If I put on my noise blocking headphones,
no,
I need the world silent.
If if it's silent when I read, I'm thinking about other things besides the words because my subconscious is going to fill in the silence. But if it's not silent, then I'm like, okay, my subconscious can kind of chill for a sec because it's like super loud already. And then I'm like, okay, now I can focus on these words.
Wow.
It's sticky up there. Sticky world.
Sticky world.
This world.
What you got to do with that thing?
I don't know. There's a whole lot of
we walked in and we were like, oh, you're watching Harry Potter.
It was like loud too because I wanted to be able to hear it from the bath. I don't know. I started a new book though, so now I'm reading 2 books because we still have our book club on Patreon with the Hella tier. We're reading Thursday Murder Club. It's so good.
Oh my god! It just got really good too.
It just got really good. Reading that, but then I was in the mood to read like a lot. Like I had a feeling I was ready to pick up a book and like damn near finish it.
Dive in.
And so I started another book I got. It's called The 7-Year Slip. It's so good so far. I think I'm like almost like 100 pages in. And it's about this girl and her aunt passes away and leaves her New York apartment. It's in the Upper East Side, which is so fun to read.
I love like books where you can like pinpoint like, oh, I've been there.
Yes.
That street, this street.
She in the book, she works in Midtown.
Oh my God.
Like it's just cool to read. I feel like New York books and movies are so fun regardless. But like now living here, I'm like you said, like I'm like, I know what you're talking about.
Yep.
But yeah, so her aunt and her were like mad close. Every summer they would go and travel together, and like her aunt was like a free spirit, and like they describe her as like just like big like messy hair, kooky glasses, her apartment's super kooky, just like fun aunt. And she passes away, leaves her this apartment, and she's telling us right now about how growing up her aunt always said this apartment is magical. It's absolutely magical. She never really knew why, but her aunt would say like, don't tell anybody about the magic though, because then it's not magic. And now that she is living there, I guess I could say this because I think it's on the back of the book, but I'll stop after this. The apartment falls into a 7-year slip. Sometimes it's in the past, sometimes it's in the future.
So it like time jumps
completely. And right now I'm learning that her aunt actually like fell in love with someone in her 20s because it was slipping back when she first got the apartment, and fell in love with a girl 7 years in the past but can never be together because they can only hang out in the apartment. That's like the special area, like it's the grounds of the magic.
That's the only person that's the only place that the person could go to because they're in different time zones like normally.
Exactly. And like even like at one point she had the super come in, and like the super still sees it as the normal apartment. Like it's like when it's your apartment, you have the magic. So there's 2 rules in the apartment. It's take your shoes off before you come in, and never fall in love. And
I'm sure she falls in love
right now. And again, this is on the back of books, so no spoilers, but so now it's back to present day, and she's in her aunt died I think like 6 months ago at this point, but she's still like obviously very heavily grieving. She falls asleep on the couch after a long day at work, and she wakes up to a guy like tapping her shoulder, and it was like
in the apartment.
Yeah. And the way the book reads and the way it's written is so like, I don't want to say this to turn people off because I do really like the book, but it is very like cliche. Like so he taps and she gets up and grabs the pillow and like covers herself, and she's like, who are you, what are you doing here? Like it's very like
dramatic.
Yeah. And he's from 7 years in the past, which I'm assuming, I don't know yet.
Why is he in the apartment?
Because so he was like, your aunt said you would be here. Like I'm just subleasing for the summer. And at first she's like, this asshole, like we all know she died. Like why is he talking about her like she's still here? Like she doesn't know at first. And then he's like, she wrote me this letter. Look, I promise I know her. Like said her name, described her. Like he's proving that he knows her.
Right.
And the note says like, like enjoy the apartment, just a few rules, blah blah blah. Like don't open the window. The pigeons will fly in. Like she names all the little critters around her house. And Clementine, her niece, Clementine might stop by, like just let her know I'm like letting you sublease. And she was like in her head, like I guess to the readers, she was like, if this guy is telling the truth, then the summer that he's referring to, she should be in Norway. So she asks like, where's my aunt? If you know her so well, like where's my aunt? Norway. So then now
she's like puts it together.
Fuck, like it's happening. Like the slip that she told me about.
The magic's
happening.
That's so cool. I want to read it.
It's a good book. I like it so far. I'm not too far in, but I could just tell it's a super easy read. I mean, I've probably put 2.5 hours tops into it, and I'm already like 100 pages in. Like it's a super quick read. It's like cute, but I could tell there's like a lot of good emotion, and like the way it's written, I feel like the imagery is so good too. Like I could picture everything so well. And some books I can't do that well. So that's a good book.
That always makes it easier for me when I can like picture the characters, picture the setting.
Mm-hmm.
I could like put myself in the book
completely.
And I'm like fully connected to it.
I feel like I'm in it too because of New York.
Right.
Okay, Lily, we have 2 ads, but we need to split them up. I feel like we should do Song of the Day since we haven't been together in so long.
Old time's
sake.
We
haven't been like literally. We haven't been on the set in so long. Sorry to all. Also, I feel like we've apologized multiple times, but once more, sorry for all the hoopla over these past few weeks of us being apart. It was fucking hard to podcast
was really
and like
hard.
Pre-record, and the Wi-Fi situation. You would think I was in the middle of nowhere.
Right.
But Tanner's Wi-Fi is like
glacial speed.
Just non-existent at this point. And then I would have to drive 20 minutes to my sister's, drop my laptop, drive back. Even her Wi-Fi was like mid. I was even plugged like Ethernet into her fucking router and it was still mid. It
was a lot.
It's a lot to do. So we're back and
normal.
It feels good. We're normal. So for old time's sake, let's do Song of the Day.
What are we wearing?
We could do what we're wearing, but you know how it goes.
Yeah. Actually, have I worn this?
Yes.
Oh.
My Song of the Day, I discovered it yesterday. I was at the dog park and I just wanted like low music on in my headphones, but nothing crazy that would distract me because like I feel like I talk to people at the dog park a lot. So I put on a jazz radio and this song came on. It's actually like, and it's like, it's cool jazz.
Good.
It's not like elevator room like jazz. It's good jazz. It's called DYKWID. Do you know what you're doing? I'm assuming is what that stands for. Featuring Braxton Cook. It's Butcher Brown and Braxton Cook. It's just like a funky jazz vibe, minimal words. So I feel like it's good like background music and everything.
Good probably to like work to or clean too.
Yes, absolutely. I had jazz on my headphones one day at Tanner's. He was out at work and I was just like doing laundry and cleaning. And it made me realize like, oh wow, this is like productive music. And it made me happy too.
Yeah.
Like it was happy music.
Yeah.
But without lyrics. So I wasn't like too focused on the music. It was just like an ambiance.
I love how music can just like put you in that place.
I had that same thought, especially jazz being one of the oldest fucking genres.
And it's crazy to think how much we listen to sad music and how much it like is really affecting our mood.
Yes. I really try to not listen to sad music, but sometimes it feels so good.
Wait, I have to show you this TikTok. My TikTok For You page was so good this morning.
My TikTok was not working last night. Anybody else?
What do you mean?
Last Saturday night, it was like I was scrolling and like it just stopped. Like I exited the app, came back and like,
whoa,
it just wasn't working. So I went over to Instagram to check if it was happening to other people by looking at my story views. Cause I can always tell when another app is down, the other app's views will go up because people are like bored and my story views were like doubled. Okay. So I think maybe TikTok went down for people.
Huh. Oh, wait.
That's so good. Oh, I saw the song.
The one I just showed her was, and like why I thought of it is because it's Billie Eilish's audio of What Was I Made For? That's like going viral on TikTok, of course. And it's this guy standing in his kitchen and there's text on the screen and he's just like, you tell me this girl been going on stage just like Fat Joe singing like this?
That's so good. No,
Fat Joe,
no
too.
Billie hate. We are Billie stans over here, but that's accurate as fuck. Like I feel like Billie would even laugh at that.
Oh yeah,
like
I'm sure.
Yeah. The first name basis, they just put her
all
on.
the comments too. Someone said dress like Soulja Boy with the voice of an angel.
Literally.
Yeah.
Yes. I love it. She just wears like biker shorts and a big ass tee every night on stage.
Super comfortable. She's got her like shin splint braces on.
Nerd. From jumping around.
You going for a run?
Right. I think it's literally from her jumping.
Oh,
though.
I'm
it's
sure.
Crazy. Also, did you see Ariana Grande's like her special all next week?
I had a dream and you and Ariana Grande were in it.
What did we do?
I think you were like besties.
We are. I've had multiple bestie
I think I was mad
her.
at you because you went to an event and you and her posted like a TikTok together. This is what happened. You guys did like a dance together. It was you, her. No, probably. It was you, her, and like someone else. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, why wouldn't Kristen bring me to this? She knows how much I love Ariana Grande. And I was like, that ass mad.
Whoa. Did I like say why? I'm sorry.
No.
I'm sorry.
No, I saw it. You didn't tell me about it.
I literally just like tried to be under wraps about it.
And then I saw the TikTok. And I was like, you're supposed to be my friend.
I'm sorry. That's really unlike me. It must have been a really cool event. I've had multiple dreams about her where like we kick it.
Yeah.
Like she's
I
like
think you guys are cut from the same cloth.
Really?
Just like not the same people or characteristics. Maybe cut from the same cloth wasn't the right phrase. I think you guys exist in the same universe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel that.
Sorry,
I feel like
what
we
were
could
you
have
gonna
a
say
good conversation
about her? Though?
So her debut album, Yours Truly, her 10-year anniversary is coming up for it. And she's for like a week. She's doing like live performances, Q&A, a merch capsule, and then she's doing a live performance of The Way.
Ooh.
And people are thinking it's going to be a Mac tribute.
Oh.
Like finally.
Oh.
I hope it is. If it's not, I mean, it's The Way. Like she could have sung so many songs and she chose that. Like by default, there's a Mac tribute in there. But
I wonder if they're going to do like a hologram or something.
Wow, that would be fucking crazy.
That would be insane.
I'd melt. I don't know. I'm excited for it though. I want to see like her merch capsule and everything.
Oh my god,
like,
yeah. I'm signed up for her email, so I'll get a.
Yeah, let me know. I want to try and buy it. There's no shot it's gonna sell in like 2 seconds. But
if you're on this, like, no one subscribes to emails anymore.
That's true.
And my thing is like when I subscribe to emails, you get like I got Kid Cudi's merch. I got
That's
like,
true.
If you're just on the email list and you get the notif.
I guess I'm on.
No one signed up for her emails.
Yeah, maybe come on. I'm on Lord's email list.
Right.
Oh,
she goes
my God.
in.
Hers
I remember
so good.
hearing Matt talk about those.
Yeah. Oh my God, Matt's so passionate about her email blasts because she writes them. They're like actual emails.
She like catches you guys up as if like she's writing you a letter.
It's like a journal entry. Like she's like, today I woke up and walked to the farmer's market, got some fresh orange juice. Orange juice reminds me of summers with my aunt. That like she just like tells you her stream of consciousness. That's the word I'm looking for.
I guess this will be my song of the day. I'm Going Down by Mary J. Blige.
Ooh.
It's the last one I liked.
I'm going down.
So good.
My
that's like a world upside down.
That's like a one you scream.
Yeah. So there's actually I added it to my playlist because I like rediscovered it again. Mm-hmm. I saw a TikTok of this this bar in Brooklyn that does 90s R&B nights.
Ooh, let's go.
I'll show it to you. The video is of this song and they're all like belting it at the top of their lungs and like I'm down.
That sounds so fucking fun. We should bring Shelby. I feel like she's like that too. What?
That like fully flickered.
It does that. That light flickers.
I've never witnessed it like that.
Like
it felt like
daily.
Like someone was trying to contact us just now.
It's like a
yeah.
Yeah. It does it all the time, or not all the time, but it does it at least daily. I can say.
I'm not wearing socks. You guys can see my corns.
Oh, I'm wearing socks. I know we didn't do outfit of the day, but these socks are new. My mom got me like hella weed socks and like one with like wine on it. She got me mushroom socks. She just got me like a lot of
drugs,
substance socks, and they're little weed plants and joints and lighters and clouds of smoke.
They're cute
and like lazy eyes. They're cute.
High eyes.
Okay, before we get into today's episode, we're going to take a quick break for our sponsor. Today's episode is sponsored by ZocDoc. You guys have heard us talk about them before. It's a free app where you can book all of your appointments. You can even look at reviews for all your doctors in your area, all in one place. And the best part, it's all from your phone and you don't have to call the doctor's office, which we all hate.
The dreaded phone call.
Yes, I'm not old enough for that.
Even if you need to switch your appointment or reschedule, it's all through the app. It's so convenient. What I love about ZocDoc is there's such like a wide range of expertise. So you really only need the one app. You can book a dentist appointment, your eye appointment. You could see like a dermatologist, so many specialties. So you just like go through, check off all the things that you need to do, and it's all in one place.
It reminds you too when to go back to that appointment. So like your annual skin screening, it'll tell you, all right, 3 months from now, 2 months from now, book now. Like it's coming up, and it gives you a checklist of all things you need to go through. So you stay on top of your health. It holds you accountable. It's nice. So you just plug in your insurance and it'll tell you all qualifying doctors that are within your network. And that's actually how I found my most recent acupuncturist. Literally called her up. She was like, yep, in network, whatever. And she's like my best friend now. So so yeah, all you have to do is plug in your insurance and then it shows you all doctors within your network and you could go ahead and book right there. There's pictures, there's reviews, but emphasis on the pictures. I love it. I like it. I know you kind of judge a book by its cover, but it's very worth it to do for something so vulnerable like a doctor's appointment or acupuncture or scan or whatever. And I recently found my current acupuncturist through ZocDoc. It's because I saw the picture of her and she like you catch
the vibe. I don't want like a creepy man doing my pap.
Right. I want to be able to know because you can't always just tell by the name. No. Like it's a last name, Dr. Code, Dr. McAtee. Like you don't know who they are.
I want a photo.
And the reviews, guys.
Yes.
It helps so much because then it's kind of like a one glance. You're scrolling and you're like, oh, that doesn't have the stars that I want for it. And you just keep scrolling until you find your person.
Yep. Again, ZocDoc is the only free app that lets you find and book doctors who are patient reviewed, take your insurance, are available when you need them, and treat almost every condition under the sun.
Go to ZocDoc.com/Oddvice and download the ZocDoc app for free. Then find and book a top-rated doctor today. Many are available within 24 hours. That's ZocDoc.com/Oddvice. ZocDoc.com/Oddvice. Thanks, ZocDoc. Okay, I'm excited for this episode. So we asked you guys on Instagram to email us just general advice questions. We really want to start doing these episodes more often and just opening it up to the general public. Alex made a great point the other day. It helps us see where you guys are at too and in your personal lives, which in turn can help us figure out what type of topics to be talking about to help you guys and honestly help us. So I'm excited for this. We got so many emails. We're going to try and get through as many as possible. But thank you nonetheless to each and every one of you who sent something in.
And let us know, do you guys want to see that? Like we want to do this maybe once a month. We want to start adding these general advice episodes for Monday episodes in kind of like more so into our schedule. So let us know if you guys like it.
Yeah. I love you guys get so creative with the subject lines.
Yeah,
too.
Some of these are crazy.
You're really catching my attention. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start with this one because I saw the emoji and it's just like pretty. It's a shorter one. The subject line is it a sign from the universe? And they put the crystal ball emoji and then the heart emoji. Hey, beautiful girls. We all know the signs we get at times from the universe that tells whether something is good or not, or if we're on the right path and so on. But how do you actually know it's a sign from the universe and not just a random thing or number you just happen to see? Sometimes I don't know if it's actually a sign from the universe or not, or if I should follow it. How do you know if it's a sign meant for you to see? No need to stay anon and excuse any typos. Lots of love from Germany, Lillian. P.S.
That's a pretty name.
That's a really pretty name. P.S. Been listening to you girls since day one and loving it. Thank you, Lillian, for writing in. Also and listening since day one. That's crazy. Right. You said, how do I know if it's a sign and not just a random thing? Because nothing is a coincidence.
Nothing's random.
And that's what you have to believe is like, that's a big part of my spirituality, at least, is like, if it's in front of me, it's meant for me. Mm-hmm. And it really is that simple. So take away that doubt and really, you have to trust the universe.
And I think we see throughout the day what we want to see and what we look for.
Right.
Like I find myself sometimes I'm a big like license plate person. I see a lot of my angel numbers in license plates. And sometimes I'm like, okay, I need to stop looking at license plates because I almost find that I'm looking for it.
Yeah.
You know? And then it's like, am I kind of being like fraudulent with my you know, my spirituality right now.
I could see how
you know what I mean?
By like looking at everyone passing by, like you're bound to find something.
Right. So it's kind of just like, if it's in front of, like Kristen said, if it's in front of you, it's meant for you, but let things come to you naturally too. It's that balance.
I have it to where like I'll turn a corner and boom, it's like painted on the side of a wall.
Right. And that's when it's like, okay, I meant to see that.
It's fucking obvious. Or oh my God, Tanner and I, side note, kind of, the whole trip back at the Bay, energy was fucking nuts. I think it was because I was close to Monica, to be honest. Because whenever I'm around Monica, something happens.
Electric energy happens.
It's crazy. Like Monica and I together, like, there's a reason we don't live in the same zip code because I think the world would explode. I think in a good way. The energy was like super high that whole trip, and like just so many synchronicities. And there was one, I should have taken a picture of it. I don't know why I didn't, but we were golfing and I went over to grab a golf ball, and on the ground, like you could tell it'd been there for a minute. It was a cap of some like bottled drink. It was like one of those tiny bottle caps with the ridges. And it said something like be brave and trust the process.
Oh, I love
like it was just
that.
Like one of those, and like I was kind of having a shit week that week. It was just like a weird week of the trip. And I saw that there was another one. We were on our way. I felt my grandma a lot with me over that trip too. We were on our way to my grandpa's house. Tanner's coming with me. He's about to meet like so many people he hadn't met before. And we were both nervous. Like I was nervous to be around my dad, and like he was nervous to meet strangers.
Right.
And we were dropping off a bag of clothes at Goodwill before. And it's just one of those things. I literally just like was reaching over to put on my seatbelt, and I look out the window, and the car parked next to us, their license plate said "Be brave."
Oh,
and I was like,
again,
what? Like everything was about like bravery, because I was really nervous for all this like family interaction, to be honest with you, and so was he. So there was just so many of those signs, but that just goes to show like they will literally pop up in front of your face, and you just have to trust them. You have to trust that they're meant for you and have fun with it. Like, at the end of the day, nobody knows shit.
No.
So like if
you give it the power, and if you are letting angel numbers and your spirituality guide you to where you feel like you should be, then like that's powerful enough.
Yep.
Right?
It's your beliefs, and only you need to worry about them. Like, don't worry about them being judged by anybody or anything like that.
Yep. Sorry, last note. I saw a license plate that said Alex. I took a picture of it.
Just Alex?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's cool. So many Alexes that day. We're like, bro.
Yeah. It was parked right out front.
Oh, wow. That's actually really cool.
Yeah. Huh. Okay, here's the next one. My husband is creeping on Instagram baddies. Hi there. Love the pod. I've been listening since the beginning and never looked back.
Wow.
Oh, I love our OGs.
Yeah.
Please don't use my real name. I'll go by M. Here's my situation. A few weeks ago, I was watching a show and trying to think of who an actor is dating. My phone was charging across the room, and my husband was asleep on the couch next to me. So I picked up his phone and opened Instagram to look up the actor. As I open the search tab, I see his Discover page is full of Instagram baddies, like hot women in bikinis, gorgeous fits, revealing clothes, all over his Explore page. I'm not an idiot, and I know that the more you click on things, search for things, the more they will come up on your Explore page. Mine is full of interior design, motherhood things. I just had a baby 4 months ago.
Oh, wow.
Oh, no.
Congrats.
And fashion, which are all the posts I gravitate towards and click on. So I confronted him. I explained what happened and that I wondered why his Instagram was filled with hot women. He doesn't follow any of them, just lurks. He said he didn't know and that he doesn't look for things like that. They just show up. I remembered back when we were just dating and I saw a screenshot of a girl's Instagram picture on his phone and asked him why he screenshotted it. He said that sometimes he would masturbate to women on Instagram and that it was from a long time ago. I expressed how that felt icky to me. These women are not in sex work and are not putting their photos out for that purpose. Most of them. Such a good point.
Yeah.
But we moved past it. So when this came up recently, I asked him if he jacks off to these women on Instagram, and he said yes. To be clear, I don't care that he masturbates or watches porn. He has a higher sex drive than me, and especially after having a baby, I'm just getting back into the swing of things. But this isn't porn. It's random women on the internet, not even big actors or famous people, or just hot micro influencers. I don't know. Maybe I'm alone in the fact that it feels weird or intrusive in some way. I definitely don't think he's cheating, but it feels like a betrayal of some sort. And I can't help but notice the women he is looking at don't look like me. Like, not the same body type, style, ethnicity, nothing like me in the slightest. He doesn't seem to think this is a big deal, and I don't want to shame him, but I can't help but feel gross about it. What do you girls think?
This is hard.
This is really hard. I'm so sorry. And like, I don't want you to think you're alone in this at all.
No, God,
because
no.
You are so valid in feeling icky. I would I even feel icky reading it.
Yeah,
like
same.
It's not a comfortable place to be in at all, and I don't want you to feel like you need to be okay with it just because he's saying it's fine.
So protect his feelings.
Yeah, it's okay to feel icky about it.
The way I would approach this is just like full vulnerability, like what you just gave us. Letting him know how it makes you feel, which I know you already did, but saying why. Like, these girls don't look like me, and like I feel kind of shitty about that. Like, I'm just letting you know where I'm at.
And the whole coming from a woman, the fact that these women aren't putting these pictures on the internet for most of them aren't putting these pictures on the internet for the pleasure of a man.
Yeah, that was
behind
a good point.
closed.
I never thought about that.
Right, behind closed doors. Who, like, when you add all the, like, he just had a baby with his wife. Like,
right.
If I knew that like my bikini photo was out there being used for the pleasure of another man in that situation, like, he needs to think about the women.
Yeah.
In this situation as well. Like,
he's fucking not though. He's just
no.
Like, oh, I gotta masturbate. Like, it's hard to force that down someone's throat.
Like, is there a way you can have a conversation with him and ask him, like, out of the respect for you and all these other women, like, stick to porn.
Right.
Like, it's there. I'm cool with it.
Yeah. Like, why
and, like,
not
express that? Like, why does it have to be these women on Instagram?
That's a good point. Just full vulnerability though. I know it feels icky and like pride can come in the way. Like, you don't want to admit the insecurities you might be feeling, but that's the only way that he's going to fully understand where you're coming from.
Right.
And not draw his own conclusions. Like, oh, you're just like being Nike for no reason. Like, he's going to see like you're actually opening up because you're having a real insecurity, which is totally fine. Like,
right. Hopefully he sees that.
Right. Bringing up insecurities in relationships, there's nothing wrong with that. It's how you go about it, which can turn into the issue. Okay, next one. The subject line says, long distance relationship advice, please, with hella S's. Hey guys, I want you to know that anytime someone asks me if I could have dinner with anyone dead or alive, I always say you two.
Stop it. Oh my God.
Really?
We have to make this wish come true.
I've never been told that. Like,
thank you. That's so cool.
Wow.
Thank you.
That's crazy. Anyway, I met this boy online through mutual friends a few months ago, and we hit it off right away. We FaceTime every day for a couple of months, and then I flew out to Texas to see him. I'm from Colorado. I was kind of worried I might fall in love and then be sad we live so far. Well, that's exactly what happened. I really, really like him, and I think he really likes me too. He planned so many fun things for us to do while I was there. We laughed 24/7, and I think our personalities complement each other so well. On the third night, we talked about the future, which was weird since we just met. But let me tell you, I feel like I've known this man in many lives. We decided on being exclusive and looking forward to the winter when he can visit me here. He also asked me where I'd want to live in a year. He graduates college this year and is applying to jobs all over America. I told him I'm not going to move anywhere for a man, but I do want to experience a new part of the world while I'm young. So I'm thinking about what I want during my 20s. We're both 21. After my trip, my friend group sat me down and basically ridiculed me for hours, saying how delusional I am and they don't want me to get hurt.
Oh my God.
I appreciate their concern, but I simply didn't ask for their opinion. And that talk really stressed me out about the whole thing. They went on and on about how dangerous this could be and how he could be like Ted Bundy and I'd have no idea. I wish they would look at me as a strong woman who could make decisions for herself, but I don't think they do. I think that they think I'm in some sort of manic episode and making rash decisions. I'm not. I have so much time to get to know this guy and build an already shockingly strong connection. I'm not counting on anything to go further with us, so I don't set myself up for disappointment. I'm guarding my heart, but also appreciating the connection the universe has brought me in this time of my life. Kristen, I know you're doing long distance right now too. You've known Tanner forever. I guess I need advice on how to navigate long distance when we only just met. And is this a waste of my time or me being delusional? Thank you, girlies, so much for giving me the space to vent. I love you guys. Thank you for all that you do for us. Love, Ellie. This is hard. I mean, I could see like friends being concerned about it. To sit and ridicule you for hours though, that's a little much.
And like, is there any validity behind them? Like, are they actually concerned for you, or is there some kind of like weird like control thing?
Yeah, control or like jealousy or something.
Yeah,
that's for you to judge. But I think you're also in a place like a good situation where you're long distance. It's not like you're like already moving in with him right now or spending all this time with him in person. Like
you even said, you have the time to get to know this person.
So just FaceTime and like really get to know him and like ask questions and like over this next, I think you said it was like a year, right? I think you said
till winter.
Right. Just if you really think this could be something real, then I would just keep working at it and see where it goes. Take it one day at a time. I don't know the guy, so I can't like pick up on anything, but so far I'm on your side about it. You say this is like a connection that you've never felt, and it's like so intense, and that happens more than you think. So I think those type of connections are so special. Like, why not nurture it? I mean, whether you are long distance with him or you met him at a bar down the street, like you getting hurt is a possibility for
in any scenario.
So like, knowing that, like, sure, yeah, you can get hurt, but like, don't let that be the reason you don't put your all into something that is intriguing you.
Right.
Also, you said that you met him through a mutual friend. Yes, online, but through a mutual. Maybe get some scoop on the mutual, like through the mutual friend. You know, it's not like it was like a Tinder match or anything.
Right.
Like,
or just like a random like chat room or something.
Right. There's
some validity there.
Right. Investigate.
Okay. Next one. Disassociated and ended my relationship.
Oh,
I love your name. I'm not going to say it because I don't think you say. Ooh. You're going to name your kid that?
Yes. No, it's literally going on the baby name list. Wow, that's a cool name.
Such a good name.
Oh my God,
you know who you are. Oh my God. She has her notes app pulled up. The way that you find these names too is always so funny.
The funniest one is Milosh.
The guy that
Leanna matched with.
Date with.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny. Okay. Hi, girlies. Please keep it on because I have no idea who all I know might listen, but you can know my name. Oh, we do. I feel like it's necessary to tell you my age. I'm 24. So March would have been 4 years in this relationship. And arguably, it should have ended like 2 years ago. Back in September, I didn't realize it was happening at the time, but I had a disassociated event and broke up with my boyfriend. I don't have a dissociative disorder, so this is a new thing for me. We didn't speak for a month, and then I came to, as I've been calling it, and realized what had happened. My friend connected me with her psychiatrist, and we talked through it all, and she helped me actualize what went on in my brain. Turns out I had been emotionally beat down for years, and that was my body's way of escape, literally just to turn itself off. I decided it was for the best anyway, but I did reach out and tell him what had happened for closure purposes and whatnot on his end. Well, he ended up convincing me to try again because, in quotes, that wasn't actually you making decisions. Can we say gaslighting? LOL. So everything goes back to, quotes, normal, and I end up needing to have hip surgery in November. I stayed with my parents during my recovery because I wasn't able to walk for literally 5 months, and he visited and stayed over often. A week goes by without seeing him and barely hearing from him, so I reach out and was like, "Are you alive?" He then goes on to tell me that he doesn't think he's going to come over anymore. He's having a bit of a crisis of self and that I can't help him with it. He wants to go out more and hang out with new people and, in quotes, you can't be there to do it with me, because I literally couldn't fucking walk. So he made the breakup in his idea in the end. That was in December. I'm honestly still trying to process everything. Thoughts? P.S. I love you too dearly and I hope you never change. Keep doing what you're doing. I have an older sister that's your age, but we never got as close as I feel I am with y'all. So thank you for that. Okay, bye guys. Oh, I love you. Holy shit, dude. This is a lot. My heart goes out to you. This is really tough, and I'm sorry. This is a lot to go through, especially like when you go through a surgery like that. You expect, you would hope that your loved ones would kind of
comfort
you, be there for you, understand. And the fact that he talked you back into the relationship in the first place, and then all of a sudden just like fully ghosted after a 4-year relationship.
He just couldn't handle rejection, wanted to make it on his own terms. I think you dodged a fucking bullet.
Yeah. And like you even said, it should have ended 2 years ago. And the fact that, you know, you've now learned that your brain put you in this place in order to get out of the relationship to like protect yourself. Like it, you know, you did what you had to do.
Yeah. I'm glad you see it for what it is. This one, I mean, I don't think you took an L here. I said, I think you dodged a bullet. Your feelings are incredibly valid, but move on. Like this is
right.
Don't even worry about trying to get the like closure, that last conversation, anything like that. Like this person's clearly just like,
you need to leave that in the past.
Yeah. There's no getting through. You guys clearly have different morale.
Right.
And that's like the foundation of any conversation. Like, are we ever even going to see eye to eye?
No.
Clearly not, because the way he moves, he thinks is okay, and it's not. It's not. And you don't deserve that. Okay, next one. The subject is going through a failed engagement. Please help with this one. Hey, ...
Hey.
I'm scared. They said, where do I start? I'm a female, 22, and my ex-fiance is a female, 40, and we were together for 3-ish years and got engaged last year. Yes, I'm sure you're shocked at the age gap, but it was consensual and safe. Okay, good. We met in 2017 because she was my boss and started dating at the end of 2019. We did the lesbian U-Haul and bought a house in May 2020 together and moved in. This was the first time I moved away from home, but not her first time. She was also married and divorced. I'm actually her third engagement. Maybe a red flag?
Oh.
Anyway, things were okay the first year, then very bad the second year. A lot of fighting about lack of sex. Her sex drive is way higher than mine, and struggling with finances. She owns a successful business, but me at the time still figuring out my life, and I didn't have a great income. Okay, third year was great. We went to therapy to figure out things and work on problems, and we ended up getting engaged. Really amazing. Loving my life. We are communicating and everything's good for the most part. We would still get into tiffs, but every couple does. About 8 months after the engagement, things went back downhill. Less sex, more arguments, and then one day she just decided to call it. I packed my stuff and I was couch hopping for 2 months until now I have my own apartment. Congrats. This is the first time I've ever lived alone. My life is completely flipped upside down. I feel like I have no friends. I do have friends. I just feel so alone. And I'm starting all over. I was so ready to marry her. I was so ready to spend forever with her, and now it's all gone. I can only imagine how you feel right now. I mean, you said it though, you're her third engagement, maybe a red flag. Like it seems like she's very like rash. Like
yeah.
I just from like the energy that of the situations you're describing, I feel like she's just like, oh, let's try this now. And like,
right.
To hop in an engagement 8 months after things just got better. Like, I feel like that could have just been like, oh, let's lock this down. Like,
and the fact that like,
bring the love, like when people have kids, to make it love between the relationship, like I feel like that's what this engagement was.
It was almost like a Band-Aid.
Right. Like we really love each other now. Let's just like, maybe if we lock in and put the ring on now, it'll hold us into this time.
Feeling. Yeah. But the fact that the first 3 years in general, like you said, the second year was really bad. Like that roller coaster enough, like could have been a sign of the pattern.
Yeah.
But this is one of the, like, you're so young, and this is one of those things that, like, yes, you guys were engaged and like you put in a lot of this work and you saw your life going this way, but like you're only just starting and time is really going to heal this.
Yep.
Just like, you know, look at it like you just got your first place, and like look at it as a fresh start. And the fact that you know, like I said, you're so young, you're starting new, and like you didn't miss out on, I don't want you to feel like that it was like a waste.
Nope.
Because you know, you learn from it, you're going to grow from it. And that, like, that's what breakups are. You learn from them and you move on, and like you know, you tuck them under your belt, and like
you will look back on this and be grateful for it though.
Right.
I get it though. It's hard, and especially like living alone right after it and like having all this alone time. Like I get it. I lived alone right after my breakup too. Granted, a little bit different of a situation, but like that loneliness, I completely understand, but
sit in it. You need
sit in it, give it some time, and it's going to like rebirth you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited for you, to be honest. I think this is going to be great. I think you will be just fine.
Yeah. This one's titled, Am I the Problem? Hi girls, I have been with my current boyfriend almost 2 years now. I have never been so in love with someone ever. He's one of the best things that has happened to me. So what's the problem, you may ask? Well, most of the times when we are in a social setting, especially with his friends and family, he kind of, in quotes, forgets that I'm there with him, or at least that's how it makes me feel. For example, the other day we were meeting with his brother and friends for dinner. He greets his brother. He was the host and proceeds to sit at the table while I was greeting him too. When I get to the table, there's already a man sitting next to him. I look at him confused, as I thought that as a couple we should be sitting together, or at least close to each other. He looks at me with an expression that clearly says, in quotes, "Damn, I forgot to make you a seat." That man, seeing that I'm his girlfriend, moved to another seat. Another thing that pisses me off is that whenever we are doing something together, and for example, he gets a call, he never says, "We're having dinner," or "Yes, we're on the way," but instead, "I'm on my way," and so on. I've communicated my feelings towards this a couple of times, but he never seems to remember that for long, and after a few times, he gets back to his old ways. He has said that he didn't know that this was upsetting me because it wasn't that big of a deal for him. Are my feelings about this even valid? I mean, am I just overthinking and obsessing over some tiny detail, or is this a legit thing that I should be worried about? I hope that all of this made sense. I don't know if I explained my problem in the best way. P.S. I love you guys both and your podcast so much. I always feel like I'm just watching my BFFs have a chat whenever I'm watching a new episode. I wish you all the best. Victoria.
I don't think you're crazy.
I don't think it needs to be something you need to worry about, though.
Yeah, I don't think you need to worry about it. Like, it's not like a, oh my God, are we meant for each other? Like,
I get the frustration.
It's do.
Like, yeah, especially the sitting at sitting at the table. Like, you always want your partner to like include you, especially when they're on their turf.
Right. These aren't my homies.
Right. You always notice when your partner extends like the extra attention and care in situations like that, and to get like almost the polar opposite of it, I would be just as frustrated for sure.
For sure. I had a similar situation while I was home. I met a lot of Tanner's family for the first time, and he didn't do that, but literally we like parked outside, turned off the car, about to walk in. I was like, okay, don't leave me. Like, I don't know these people. And he's like, I'm not gonna leave you. And he didn't. And we sat next to each other the whole time and all the things. But like, I bring that up to say, you are not crazy for having those standards. You are not asking too much to have those wishes in group settings.
It's like a point that needs to be made.
Yeah. I think maybe discussing it. I don't know if it's something you've expressed and he still goes back on, kind of like my situation with Tanner. It'd be different if I in the car I'm like, hey, don't leave me, and then Tanner leaves me. I'm like, we just talked about this in 10 minutes ago in the car.
Yeah, it looks like you said that you brought it up before, and like he'll kind of like tweak it, but then he ends up going back to his old ways.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about. It's hard because I don't think it means it's like a deeper thing where he doesn't like you or anything.
And it doesn't, I don't know him, but like, it doesn't sound like it is like malicious.
Yeah, it seems like it's just
he just isn't thinking about
how he rolls. Like, you know what? I bet you this is how his parents were.
Yeah.
When they would go to family parties growing up, it was probably like his dad was probably very much like this too, and it was cool between them. So it's normal to him.
Yeah.
I think there would be so many other signs of disinterest if it was something deeper like that, where he like doesn't want you to be there with him, or trying to avoid you. There would be so many other signs. So I think this is just like a mindless, like, silly boy. Like, he's just not thinking.
Yeah. And like the way that he says, I'm having dinner instead of we're having dinner. Like, Chris, I think that is total like habitual. At that point, like he's just, he just isn't thinking.
He's not thinking. But that's equally as frustrating. I get
it's, you almost want to like shake those people and be like, why aren't you just like, why can't this one little thing be different?
Right.
Why can't you just say we're having dinner?
It's just, he doesn't need, it's not even like,
it's not even
choosing the I or the we. Like, it just rolls off the tongue.
Yeah, it's just the way he works.
Yeah.
That's hard.
Just try to, I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with bringing it up again. You can totally bring it up again, but
don't take it personally.
Exactly. Like, I think you guys are okay.
Yeah.
Okay, next one. The subject is need advice. One boyfriend, one soulmate, 1 pregnancy, 1 plot twist.
Whoa.
God, I love the subject lines. Like,
wait, when you said need, the way you said it, I was expecting you to say Need for Speed.
Need for Speed. 1 boyfriend. Okay, you said, hi, please keep anonymous. My boyfriend and I have been together for 6.5 years, lived together for 4, and have a 2-year-old. We love each other, but we've never had that cute romantic type of relationship you see in movies. It feels like we're just life partners raising a tiny human together, and I've been so content with that for years. However, I just met and became friends with this guy. We cannot stop talking to each other and hanging out as friends.
Uh-oh.
We have so much in common, and the conversations we have are so fucking good and deep. We both feel there's like this magnetic connection between us. We are both in relationships with other people, so we've never crossed any physical boundaries. But the things we talk about, we have both agreed we are each other's soul friends.
Whoa.
Look it up. I know it's unfair of me to build this deep emotional relationship with another guy, so I finally started to think about leaving my boyfriend. I had a talk with him and he begged me to not leave. He doesn't know about my soulmate guy.
Oh, no.
He just knows that our relationship isn't what I want. I want to be in love. He ended up convincing me to stay under the condition that we'd go to therapy together. So I did. We never went to therapy. Plot twist, 2 months later, 6 months into knowing and falling in love with the soulmate guy.
Oh, in love.
I know, this is progressing
within
paragraphs.
I was not expecting that.
I talked to my boyfriend again about separating. The same exact evening, I fucking find out that I'm pregnant again. Remember, I haven't physically been with the soulmate guy yet, so this is my boyfriend's baby. So now here I am, 2 months pregnant, still with my boyfriend, still talking to the soulmate guy behind his back.
Oh, no.
I don't know what to do. On one hand, I don't want to hurt my boyfriend, and I don't want to be the reason my whole ass family breaks up. But on the other hand, I don't want to lose my soulmate. Any advice is appreciated. Background info. My boyfriend and I have never had a strong relationship. He's always been super controlling, made me cut off certain friends, made me quit smoking weed, doesn't like that I'm wild and fun, so have to be more conservative around him, etc. It's nothing too crazy, so I don't mind. I just respect that that's what he wants in his woman. I tried to be the perfect woman for him. He cheated on me with a coworker 2 years into our relationship. We've just gone through some shit that I think therapy could help with, which is why I was happy when he agreed to therapy. I think you guys are just coexisting at this point.
Yeah.
And you have children, so I completely respect that. Just, co-parenting and for the children that's special. That's cool that you guys are doing that.
But I think this is gonna have so many more long lasting effects on these children.
Yeah.
Than
just like a divorce.
Addressing it.
Not even a divorce.
Right. Addressing it, splitting up, showing like the ability to, if you're really meant to be with this other guy, the ability to show your kids what like true love could look like.
Yep.
Is way more valuable than keeping your kids in this dynamic just because it's like the traditional family unit.
Yeah. And for your sake, like
right.
Being the best mom you can be, being the best individual you can be, you're not in a situation that's letting that flourish. You even said like he controls, he made you cut off friends, quit smoking weed, doesn't like that I'm wild and fun.
It's not
anything
you to keep yourself in.
Yeah. If that's not you, that's why you're not feeling love in this relationship, because there is no unconditional love.
Right. It's under these conditions.
Very conditional.
Right.
It's like, well, let's go to therapy. Let's do that. Like it's very conditional at this point. I'm not hating on couples therapy by any means, but it's more so like
you can't force yourself to love someone.
Right. Like, are you going to therapy because you love them so much and you want to get over this bump, or are you going to therapy to try and like formulate love?
Right.
Just a connection is a connection. We've all had them. I mean, you're feeling it right now. It's unspoken and it's natural and it like literally just not forced the slightest. That's the type of person you want to be with.
And you can't keep this a secret forever.
No. It's going to eat at you.
Yeah.
It's going to eat at you. I think you need to break it off. I do.
Absolutely.
That's really hard, but like
it's really harsh, and like I'm sorry we're being so blunt, but like you can't stay in this.
It's not worth your time. It's not worth his time. It's not worth your kids' time. And the model in which they grow up around that's supposed to display love. It's just not worth it for anybody. The only thing you're saving is comfort. Think about that.
Yep.
What are you getting by still staying in the relationship. Comfort.
And you had said you don't want to hurt him by like letting him know. This is like I said, you can't keep this secret forever. Yeah. This is going to hurt him way more than just being honest and cutting it off in the long run.
Yeah. Ugh, this one made my neck tight.
Yeah. No, I was stressed listening to this.
This is best of luck. Please let us know.
Yeah, let us know. Okay, this next one. Can a dog be your soulmate?
Yes. Next question.
Hello. I've been wanting to write into the pod for a while now, but as a master procrastinator, I have always missed my opportunity. Oh, I'm glad you made it. I'm usually in desperate need for advice concerning some dumb boy, but as you can tell by the subject line, that's not what I'm writing in about today. I always thought it'd be some boy who would break my heart beyond repair, but I was so wrong. Uh-oh.
Oh, now I regret this.
Growing up, I begged my parents for a dog. Oh my God, I'm already going to cry. But it was never the right time. And when they got divorced, I gave up on the idea of a dog. Then my dad got remarried, and not only did I love his new wife, but she had a puppy. I swear it was love at first sight. He was a tiny brown and tan chihuahua named Taz. Oh, Chihuahuas always have the cutest names.
They do. They make the name cute.
Yep. Our bond was instant, but he wasn't mine. My stepmom had gifted the puppy to her son, and on top of it all, I only got to see him on the weekends. But that was enough for me. I finally had a dog, and I knew he loved me as much as I loved him. Over the years, there were many heated arguments over Taz, but one year, my stepbrother finally admitted that he was mine. Everybody knew it, and when they got divorced, I got to keep my Taz. Oh. And like Chihuahuas,
they like bond.
They fully like
they find their human and
linked
it's like
to someone.
They imprint.
Right. Okay, continuing on. I had 14, almost 15 amazing years with my sweet angel. We're told that dogs are a man's best friend, but Taz was more. I have 3 other dogs at home and I adore them, but Taz was my whole world. I would always feel a little guilty about it, but during his final vet visit, I told one of the techs our story. She looked me in the eye and told me that I was lucky to have found my soulmate. And there it was. I finally understood our bond. Sounds weird, right? I never knew a dog could be your soulmate, but knowing that now, everything makes sense. I knew he was sick and didn't have much time left. I was on the phone scheduling an in-home euthanasia when he had a heart attack. Oh my God. He died in my arms on Friday morning. I always knew losing a pet would be terrible, but I'm having a hard time knowing how to grieve. I can't stop reliving the moment in my head. I hate that him dying will always be my last memory. My heart is shattered. It's beyond repair. I'm not sure if I'll ever be able to recover from this loss. I'm so lost right now and don't even know where to start. P.S. I do already feel a little better talking about him, so thanks for giving me a chance to tell others our story. Oh my God. Pics of my angel included. Oh my God, you got... Oh my God.
He's out the... Oh, I thought it was a window. Oh my God.
Taz.
Nikki the babies.
Oh, I fully think animals could be your soulmate.
Absolutely, dude.
Like, it's not weird at all.
No, God, no, this is not weird at all. And for your vet to say that, like your vet probably sees that a lot too.
Right.
This is how so I had like 4 cats growing up and they were literally my sisters. There's one left still alive. The others have all passed. But Purper was my stepdad's soulmate through and through.
Fully.
And this story reminds me a lot of how he feels towards Purper. Like we all still dream about her. She still visits us in dreams. Like he can't even talk about it for that long because he gets so worked up about it too. And it's totally a thing. I can't imagine what you're going through. Yes, I have lost those 3 cats, but I was never there for any of them. It all happened after I'd moved out, like after I was 18.
Right. You don't have to like see it.
Right. So I don't know what it's like to lose a pet. And I hate thinking about the day that is Link's last. I don't know. I don't know what I'll do. I can only imagine, but I feel like this type of grieving, I'm going to give the same advice as I would for a human. Still talking about them, looking at pictures, like keep like his toys.
All these like really cute. I want you to remember all these like really, really good memories that you have with him. Like this was his life. Those last hours or last few months that were hard on him and like was his sick point. Like that wasn't his life. He lived, like you said, almost 15 years of like a really happy life that you gave him. And I'm so glad we read this. Like keep talking about him. Keep, you know, like Kristen said, keep his toys, keep his memory alive.
And maybe one day, I hear this a lot, like people after they lose a pet, they're like, oh, I can't get another pet. Like I just can't. And then one day they do.
Right.
And it like reminds them of their other pet. So like maybe one day you'll be able to get another dog that reminds you of him, or just take it one day at a time. But I'm so sorry. I can't imagine what you're feeling right now. Like I'm looking at Link and I want to just like squeeze her. I'll start crying, and I do this a lot with Alex. Like I can't fathom the day that I lose Link. I don't know. I don't know what I'll do. Like these dogs are half of us.
Yeah.
I was even telling Tanner when I was visiting him for weeks, like I obviously did not want to leave Tanner at all. But the one thing that I really was like, I need to get home is like, I haven't had Link.
Yeah.
Like when I can't sleep, Link's awake with me at the edge of my bed and she stays up with me. Like if I'm bored and I don't want to doom scroll or clean or read a book, I just sit and like pet Link and I'll fucking talk to her. Like they are our soulmates. They're just as much alive as we are, and I think people can even get reincarnated into them. Like
yeah, and I was gonna say like I don't know what you believe as far as afterlife, but like I fully believe, you know, link up with all of our loved ones, and like even I've talked to a psychic before, and like the way that she explained that my grandma was with her dog, like I fully believe it.
Yeah. Oh, Link, I'm gonna be with you forever.
Oh yeah. No, you're gonna like cremate her or something.
I don't know. I thought about taxidermy.
That's what I meant. Sorry, not cremate.
Could be cool.
Could be cool.
I'm just kidding, guys. I'm not gonna fucking taxidermy my dog. But like, I thought about like at least her tail, or like her like a paw or something. I don't know.
Would you put her tail on like a keychain?
Keychain or like a hat.
A hat?
You know, like the raccoon tail hats. I'm trying to grab her bone.
I know, because you're being loud, Mom.
Oh, look at that face. Oh, okay, you can have the bone. Okay, next one. The subject line is dating my dead ex-girlfriend's childhood best friend.
Oh.
Hey, girlies.
Hey.
I love when these mania subject lines. People are like, love you guys.
What's up?
What's up, guys? I've been a fan of y'all since Kristen started on YouTube, and couldn't think of better people to get advice from on this weird situation. LOL. My girlfriend of 2.5 years passed away early 2020. I haven't dated since then, mainly because I always felt guilty, or no one made me want to risk all the healing that will have to come with it. But recently I reconnected with a guy. He's friends with my brother, and I actually feel something for him. I didn't think I'd ever really be able to do that again, you know? But the issue is, he was my dead girlfriend's best friend all through elementary and middle school. Is it fucked up to date him? The feelings are mutual between us, but the fear of it just being terrible to do since she's gone is a little scary. Opinions on this?
I don't think it's bad. I understand like where the guilt would like naturally come from, because like if she was alive, it would be as like maybe he would be off limits. But my thing is like you connect with people for a reason, and there's a reason that they were best friends growing up, and you know, you see like a comfort in him that like you might have seen in her. Yeah,
you hear this a lot, honestly, where people, when they lose someone, they end up coming together. I think it boils down to like that person just understands what you're going through more than anybody. They were just as close, and they also lost her. And that is a big thing to fucking bond on. Not saying that's like all your connection is, but that's quite a big detail of your life so far that someone else is understanding, and that's comforting.
Yep.
I think it's okay. You said they were best friends in like elementary school too. Like it's not like it was like it's a sticky thing where it's like their old ex and it's like a double X situation. Right. Like this just seems like a natural progression. And I mean, what is your gut telling you? Is your gut telling you that you're safe to move on with this? Because that could also be a sign from her saying like, please, like maybe step into this connection.
Way she like facilitated this, you know,
exactly
rekindling.
Just what does your gut tell you? But for our opinions, no, we don't think it's weird.
I think if I were dead, I would want my loved ones to find comfort in any way possible.
Yeah.
Even if that means like you're finding that in someone that you wouldn't normally even go towards.
Right. The judgment here, also think about what type of judgment you're fearing. Are you fearing, is it like a sense of your morale? Because if it is, then that's also your answer. If your morale is saying it's weird, then don't do it. That's your morale. But if you're worried about like judgment of others, I'd say fuck that.
Yep.
And if you're worried about judgment from her, there's no judgment in the afterlife.
No.
Like that, it's not, there's no like ego like that. That's, she's not sitting there like, what the fuck? Like, it's not like a, it's just not like that. It doesn't exist in the afterlife. So think about where your judgment's coming from.
Okay, this is going to be my last one. Is it cheating? Hey guys, please keep anonymous. I love y'all and been listening for a while. My boyfriend and I broke up like 2 weeks ago. It's kind of a long story, but I'll try to make it quick. Basically, he did some sketchy stuff in the past of him talking to this girl all hours of the day, every day. I found this by going on his phone, unfortunately, and found he had a romantic past with this girl. He recognized it was wrong, even if the convo was normal, and said he wouldn't cross a boundary like that again. Well, flash forward to 2 weeks ago. I go on his phone at game night with his friends because I had a gut feeling. Immediately, when I picked up his phone, he said, I want to look at my Duolingo. Huh? What? You literally wrote, huh? So weird. We were at game night. Why would he do this? Anyway, so I go on Insta once again, found him talking to another girl I knew about. Didn't consider them close friends since they met on the internet before a relationship. They check on each other for some reason here and there, and he asked her how she was doing, and she said she was feeling depressed. He decided to be supportive in saying, good night, things will get better, with hearts and emojis. She said, I like talking to you. And then he drunk called her multiple times, including a multitude of other people. I'm not sure if this is cheating, but the convo and drunk calling made me uncomfortable. I exposed him in front of his friends, and his one friend there at the table blew up on me, and then I left that night. I learned that I couldn't be in a relationship with him if I didn't trust him, and he couldn't ever give me reassurance or transparency with these friendships. He tried explaining this friendship with this girl, but I just couldn't trust him at the time to listen or understand. We still love each other, but we both have issues to work on. What do you think? Thanks. Love y'all. We were also dating for almost 2 years.
I was cool with it until she said, I like talking to you.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right.
He's giving her something that is crossing a boundary.
Yeah. If it was just like a comfort conversation, because honestly, I mean, anytime you guys send in anything, I always put it into like my characters of my life.
Yeah.
To think like if Tanner was helping you through something.
Consoling.
Like, even the heart emojis, like emojis don't always mean everything. Like sometimes people just send love if you're going through something hard, and there's nothing wrong with that. But then if like you or whoever Tanner decides to text, I really like talking to you, then I'm like, okay, now it's like a compliment, and like you're keeping the conversation going. It's beyond just you getting advice or help from somebody. And I think this is emotional cheating.
Yes. I was going to say that. Emotional cheating. You had a gut feeling for a reason. Like,
we hear this all the time.
Yeah.
I had a gut, like with these entries. You guys, you have to follow your gut. You
have to trust your gut. That's how, like, I had a gut feeling in my relationship, and I was right.
I actually don't know any situation where somebody had a gut feeling and they were fucking wrong.
Right.
But also recognize the difference between a gut feeling and anxiety, which we've also talked about in episodes. Like,
yep. It sits in different places in the chest.
And gut feelings have a sense of calm. Mm-hmm. Anxiety and worry is when you're like, oh fuck,
fire you up.
That's not gut. Gut is when you're like, the air smells different.
Yep.
Like you just kind of know.
It's low and slow.
It is. It's just like a
really
simmer.
Low and slow.
And you kind of squint your eyes.
Yep.
And you're just like,
Gut feelings.
They're real. And trust them. This is emotional cheating though. I don't fuck with this. And I don't think you should either.
No, I'm glad you're out of it. It's going to be hard. 2 weeks it's fresh, but
very fresh. But I hope, I'm proud of you for writing in, and I hope this conversation helps you kind of really close that door. And
right. And you even know, you even said that you need to both work on things.
Right. Okay, this is going to be the last one. The subject line says, sticky roommate sitch. I always love giving roommate advice. Hi gals, love the pod, vlogs, and both of you. No need to stay anonymous. This is Brooke. So I just moved in with my boyfriend at the beginning of July. We are both 24. But since I'm in grad school, my finances are a little tight and we have a third roommate, also 24 and male. Our roommate, let's call him Nick, has a girlfriend that has been living with us unexpectedly. This was not a discussion Nick had with us. I could go more into details, but for length's sake, they broke up maybe 6-7 months ago because she was on games and teasing that she was with other guys just for the sake of making him jealous.
Oh my God.
Jesus. At the time of this breakup, she proceeded to post about their sex life on Instagram and call his dick small, sent her friends after him to message him nasty words, and so on and so forth. They end up getting back together before the three of us start this new lease, and now she has unexpectedly become our fourth roommate. Adding to the complexity of the situation, she is an international student who was here for college, has since graduated, and leaves in about a month due to an expired student visa. I'm not positive about how all that works, but essentially her lease was up a couple months ago, and since she has to move back, she has just been living with Nick until that time. She is not very easy to get along with girl and makes the living situation rather awkward. Not to mention, she hasn't been paying for anything bills-wise, but shops for designer clothing often, so I know she would be good for it. All this said, I don't want to be bitchy and make her feel unwelcome given her complicated living situation and the timeline, but my partner and I feel like we had no say in her living here. We were originally told she was going to bop around and stay at a friend's house, but she does not drive and has been in my apartment every second of every day since we moved in. What should I do or say, or should I just suck it up until she leaves the country? Thanks for reading. Love you guys.
This one's so hard because she's leaving in a month.
Exactly. That's kind of where my head went. Like part of me is like,
just
stick it out.
This is just one of those things. Maybe it's just better to like not hash up a big issue a month out from it. Like, it's going to be resolved in a month.
Right. But if it's like you said, like, you're tight right now financially, like if it's one of those things where you're scraping by and you need to make a bill this month, right, I would say like, hey, I know you're leaving in a month, but is there any way, and like announce that like you haven't had to do this whole time, but is there any way just this last month you could pitch on internet or, utilities, right, whatever, rent?
Yeah. That's one thing where I'm like, even like this needs to be like a household meeting.
Yeah. No text, like make it, just put it all out there so nobody feels attacked.
Yep. The fact that she's been living there. Did you say how long?
6-7 months maybe.
Okay. Yeah. Not like, what's the rent situation? Are you guys like splitting half and half? And like, is like he not like picking up more for her? Like
the three of them live together, and then Nick, the roommate, and the girlfriend, they broke up maybe 6-7 months ago, but then now they're back together, so she's back in the house. She moved back in.
Yeah, she needs to throw on some rent for sure.
Something, or like
utilities, like that's where you see it.
Or you can like go super passive here and just send a screenshot with the 1, 2, 3, 4 of you. Hey, utilities was $179 this month. Just send me your split.
Yep.
Throw her in it. Like you're just like, oh, well, you're living here, then you're paying rent.
Right. If they didn't find the audacity to include you in a conversation that says, oh, she's moving in and she's now a roommate, then you don't need to. If you want to be petty, you don't need to have the audacity to have a conversation
to double check if she's living here when she's fucking living
right
here.
Like send the bill.
I would do that. I would send it in the chat and just be like, $179. Send your split, Apple Pay, whatever you guys want. Yep. Thanks. Have a good day. Yeah. Like just make it happen.
Yeah.
Okay, that is it for our entries. Thank you to everybody who sent something in. We seriously got so many. So if you want another one of these, let us know, and we definitely want to start incorporating them more into like a monthly thing, just to touch base with you guys. It's a good way to connect with you.
Right.
Okay. And then a few announcements before we go. We were talking about it earlier. We have a book club on our Patreon on the Hella tier. We're about like halfway through the book right now.
It's getting good.
If you're feeling crazy and haven't joined yet, you can catch up and hop into a meeting anytime. If not though, after this, we're starting another book and we'll always let you guys know so you can hop in if the book piques your interest. But we will be having that meeting Monday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time this week. And then we usually have a second call for the Hella tier for those of you who aren't in the book club and just want to like hang out with us. We will figure that out in Discord and everything. So we'll kind of come together to see what day works for all of us, because I know you guys work and whatnot. But yes, book club Monday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
That this comes out. So if you're listening this morning, it's tonight.
Be there.
And if you're listening on Wednesday, missed out. You'll have to come next week.
Good luck. Hump day
or
goers.
Find a time machine.
The 7-year slip. Go to the apartment in the book I'm
Find
reading.
the apartment in the Upper East Side.
Well, then they'd be 7 years back. So
then they gotta really wait it out.
Where were we 7 years ago?
What year was it?
It's 2023. So is that 16?
2017?
2016? 2016.
Yeah, 7 years.
Yeah. Ooh, 2016 was
that
good.
Was good.
That was like
music.
Fetty Wap.
Yeah.
Fetty Wap, and like, do you remember the tank tops with like the stitching, like the cross, like they would be laced up, like shoelaced up,
yes,
and then like tie at the top? It's like that era.
Love 2016. Let's go back to 2016, everybody.
Nothing to do with this. Anyway, also Patreon. Speaking of Patreon, for Friday's episode, we're just going to keep it general advice. Send in anything. We also, sometimes we miss some on there. So if we haven't read yours and you're still in that situation, feel free to resend it, bring it back to the top of the inbox, and we will definitely read that.
Okay, thanks everyone for listening. If you're listening on Apple Music or Spotify, rate us 5 stars and leave us a review. A nice one, please.
Or else.
Or else. And if you're watching on YouTube, then subscribe and turn on your notifications so you know when we post, usually on Mondays.
Yeah, mostly on Mondays. It was a little iffy, but now we're back together.
Fully on Mondays now.
Yeah, we're not traveling.
Things are normal.
I guess we are traveling, but like not as long. Things are normal. We're good.
Right. And if you're also watching on YouTube, leave us a comment, because we love reading the comments and talking to you guys after we post and everything.
A nice comment, or else.
Or else. Don't be mean.
Yeah, please don't be mean.
This is not a mean community.
No.
For the most part, like, y'all are good.
Yeah, no, I feel like maybe like once every few episodes
we get one
where
who's
I'm
like,
oh, fuck. Like,
you again.
Yeah. But then other than that, I feel like you guys are very supportive.
Cool.
All right, guys, enjoy your whole week.
The whole one.
Just even half the week.
Hump day. Enjoy through hump day, but that's it.
I just can't believe I said enjoy your whole week. Like, just enjoy your week. I didn't need to say whole. All right, guys, I got to go make some scrambled eggs.
Love you.
I love you.
Bye.
Bye.